Good morning, everyone. It is Monday morning. It is nice to be starting the week with an amazing free gift. This is Joint Ease. If you are someone who experiences any kind of discomfort in your joints, today is a great day for you because this is our free gift. With any purchase of $59.99 or more at SuzanneSummers.com, you are going to get this Joint Ease as a free gift. And I'm telling you, this is one supplement that I take daily, and I will not be without this supplement. I like to feel good about getting activity. I like to feel good about moving my body. And if my joints are achy, I'm going to tell you that it's going to be a very easy excuse for me to say, I don't think I'm going to get out there and walk or hike or play pickleball or go take a Pilates class or do some yoga or whatever it is that we do to feel good about ourselves. So that is why I'm so excited about Joint Ease. Joint Ease is such an interesting formula. I read some of the ingredients in this, and who would know that Chinese skullcap extract, which is a root, white mulberry extract, also a root or root bark, and kutch tree extract. This formula has given me so much comfort in my joints. So that's what we're talking about today. Yes, excellent. Yes, we did have an earthquake this morning in San Diego, in Julian. My sister is down closer to that area. She said it was quite a shaker. Did you guys feel it? Any of you in California? I didn't feel it here. I didn't even notice it. Camelia called me and she said, was there an earthquake? But we didn't feel anything. You know, in California, we're so used to these things. Nancy said, I can attest to what you're saying. This is one of my top 10. If you're on the fence, take it every day. After a while, miss a few days and you'll definitely notice the difference. Again, she's talking about Joint Ease. If I forget to take this, or if I run out and I haven't filled my supplement box, all of a sudden I will wake up and I'll feel my hands. I'll be doing this, or my elbows get a little creaky. I'll feel it in my hips, and I'll think, oh my gosh, I forgot to take my Joint Ease. So anyway, this is a wonderful way to help support healthy joints and to help support and maintain healthy cartilage levels. So, you know, your cartilage, when bone is hitting bone and that cartilage between is not healthy, that's when we start to feel some achiness in our joints. And that is why this product for me is a real game changer. I really like to get out and be active. I was playing, well, a lot of you are feeling this earthquake. I'm glad you're all safe. Diane, it's an herbal formula. It's made with roots and barks, Chinese skullcap, mulberry extract, and kutch tree extract. And these roots, I mean, to me, it feels like how, you know, medicine women used to take the botanicals from the earth that they knew were good for certain things. That's what these products feel like to me. I don't know how someone studied those herbs and found out that they were good for your joints. The bark, Deborah, again, is Chinese skull cap, white mulberry extract, and kutch tree extract, which is also called heartwood. I'm telling you, it works. You can read all these testimonials. It does not contain turmeric. So we're going to talk about today some of the things that you might want to buy in order to get up to $59.99, because when you get to $59.99, we are going to offer you this free gift, and all you do is accept the offer, put it in your cart, and instead of being $59.99, you'll be charged $0. So that is what we're talking about this morning. I have these beautiful sweet peas here, which I love sweet peas. definitely says spring to me. We are also celebrating a major holiday today because it is Daisy Hamill Buffa's birthday. I love that girl. She is having a big birthday, a birthday with a 0 on the end of it. So we always like an extra special celebration. They've been celebrating all week, and I know it will go on for much, much longer. So make sure you wish our Daisy a happy birthday. And let's talk about some of these other supplements today, shall we? Oh yes, and I had my sister here last night, 2 of my sisters here last night, because my sister Anita's birthday is in February, but she was traveling and we were traveling, so I didn't get a chance to do a proper birthday celebration for her. I'm about to talk about hair, skin, and nail renew, but my hair really feels like it needs a new twist with my banana clip. It was a short morning today. Let's talk about some of the things that we go through as women and men that change as we get a little older. One of them can be our hair. So one of the first products that we came out with to help with hair, skin, and nails is this hair, skin, and nail renew formula. And there are a lot of hair supplements on the market. You will be comforted to know, I think ours is loaded with the most nutrients to help support the nutrition that we need in our bodies to grow healthy hair, skin, and nails. Hair, skin, and nails are constantly renewing. You're always growing hair, you're always growing nails, you're always regenerating new skin cells. So if your nutrients that you need to build those are low in your body, it's harder to produce that healthy hair, skin, and nails. So what we put in this formula is, it's loaded. Number one, it has biotin in it, because anyone who wants to talk about healthy hair growth knows that biotin is an important nutrient for that. So we load this with biotin. It has 2,500 micrograms of biotin, which is an optimal amount. But we also have collagen peptides in the product. We also have keratin complex, which is an important protein for the hair. And we also have silicone, not silicone, silicon. So it helps support healthy nails. It helps support the skin's elasticity. It helps improve the appearance of your skin. It has keratin, zinc, vitamins B3, 5, 6, and copper. And it helps to support that top layer of skin, helps to improve hair brightness and luster. This, I'm going to tell you quite honestly, I don't enjoy taking this because it's four capsules a day, but I enjoy the benefits that I get from taking this product. So this is another one that I really don't skip. I notice a difference if my body doesn't have all of those nutrients for hair, skin, and nails. So that's why I take this. When I very first started taking hair, skin, and nail renew, I will tell you the first thing I noticed was stronger nails. My nails are thin, they're a little weak, and I really need to take good care of my nails in order for them to look good. And this was one of the first times that I started noticing that my nails really started to look better. Now, as you know, full transparency, these nails, these are have an assist. These are salon nails. I wish my nails looked this good, but this is a professional manicure with an assist. So I can't tell you today that my nails are all from hair, skin, and nail renew, but I will tell you, before I couldn't even have gels put on top of my nails because my nails were too thin. And now my nails are thick enough that I can put that little extra gel coat on the top. So these are my real nails all the way to the end there, with just a strengthening coat on top. Before, my nails were not strong enough to do that. The nail beds were so thin that I couldn't use that. So if you want to get hair, skin, and nail renew today, guess what you're going to get? A free gift of the Joint Ease. If you joined us late, Joint Ease is our free gift today. So all you have to do is spend $59.99 and that's your free gift. Oh, it's nice. I just need to sit and have some coffee with you guys. I had a very busy, very fun, very active weekend. And I don't know, I woke up this morning and boom, here we go. What else? We have a few problem solvers out today in our supplement list. Lorraine, I did not feel the earthquake here in LA. My sister felt it in San Diego. Okay, after hair, skin, and nail renew, I'm gonna solve another problem for you today. Oh, this is a big one. Betaine HCL with pepsin. Let's talk about betaine. This one is in our Gut Renew branding. The supplements, the ones that we have for gut health, we put in the Gut Renew branding. I want to talk about Betaine HCL. So HCL stands for hydrochloric acid. And betaine HCl is the most absorbable form of hydrochloric acid. And when you add pepsin to it, that makes it the easiest for your body to absorb. So Suzanne was very specific about this particular supplement. She worked with a doctor who was explaining to her when she was having a problem digesting. She said, I feel like right when my food gets here, she said, I feel like it just gets stuck. It's not digesting in that very first step. And what happens is that some of us can get that burning sensation in your chest where it feels like your food is coming back on you. So a lot of us think when that's the case that we need an antacid because you're like, oh, there's too much acid. I need an antacid. Well, what Suzanne learned is that in many cases, it's not an antacid you need. It's actually that your body has stopped making enough hydrochloric acid to break down that first level of digestion. So if your body is not making enough hydrochloric acid, which can happen from age, it can happen from just a disruption in your digestion. For Suzanne, it happened because of radiation. If your body is not making enough hydrochloric acid, we actually need to add more hydrochloric acid to help break down the food. So that is when she learned about Betaine HCL with pepsin. Suzanne took this. Rose B said, HCL helped me 100% thanks to Suzanne. And Anne said the same thing, has helped me so much. Suzanne, she taught us a lot. This one is so specific, but she would take this before every meal. So she always had a little candy dish of HCL. She also had her digestive enzymes, but HCL. She would take one before the meal, and then you eat your meal. And this provides the hydrochloric acid that you need in that first step of digestion. So what that does is it helps to break down the food immediately. So again, if you get that sensation in your chest where you have that burning and it feels like there's too much acid, you might consider HCL with pepsin. And you can read all of these amazing testimonials of people who have tried it. Once you solve a problem for yourself like this, and you realize, like, you know, if your food comes back on you, if you get that burning sensation in your chest or that discomfort in your chest, obviously you want to check with the doctor and make sure it's not a heart issue or something more serious. But for so many people, if you get those flare-ups, this has been a problem solver to help support healthy levels of hydrochloric acid, which we need to break down our food. Bottom line, your digestion starts with that hydrochloric acid. Then you know what happens next is the digestive enzymes. They go in and they start breaking down your food, component by component, whether it's carbohydrate or protein or dairy or a vegetable. There are digestive enzymes that break them down. So Suzanne always had her candy dish next to wherever she ate her meals. She had her candy dish. It had Betaine HCL with pepsin. She would take that before the meal. Then she would start eating her food, and about halfway into her meal, that's when she'd start popping the digestive enzymes. So how do you know how many to take? Start with one and see if that helps. So if after you take one and then you have your meal and you're noticing that you don't have that same acidy burning sensation in your chest, then you're good. If you take two, if it's not enough, try two. And she said you'll know if you take too many if if the problem, moves in the other direction, if you have too much burning. So that is the Gut Renew, Betaine HCL. And again, if you get that today, you're qualifying for Joint Ease, which is such an important product to help us have healthy cartilage, support the healthy cartilage, and to help improve those aches and pains that we get from joint issues. How many are in the bottle? This is 90 capsules. So depending on how many you take and how many meals you take, it will last you at least a month. But for some people more, just depends. That's Betaine HCL. Helps support digestive health, proper digestion of proteins, and optimal absorption of nutritional substances. What's next? Oh, we're solving problems today. If you're joining us, we're talking about some supplements that help solve problems for us. Here's one: Memory Renew. Memory Renew. Now, of course, we all want to have good recall. We want our memories to be as good as Alan Hamill's at almost 89 years old. But we also want to support overall brain health, so our overall cognition and brain health. And that's exactly what Memory Renew, how it was developed. There are so many incredible ingredients in this product. It helps support cognition, it helps support recall, it helps support our working memory, executive function, it helps to lower inflammation, to lower oxidative stress, and to improve blood flow. So there's so many good ingredients in this. It has sage extract in it, and sage, we cook with sage as an herb. Some of us burn sage to help clear the aura. But this type of sage that you use in Memory Renew, in a double-blind, placebo-controlled trial, the sage that we use in this product showed significant improvement in attention, working memory, and recall. And I don't know about you, but in my day, we need this. It also has ashwagandha. We talked about ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, it helps, it's an adaptogen, which means it's just a natural herbal formula that helps to control cortisol levels, which is our stress hormone. Well, when you get stressed, stress is also not good for the brain. So it calms down the effects of cortisol on the brain. So if you are giving yourself stress relief, you are also getting brain relief. Our brain is happy about that. It also has wild-crafted blueberry. How many times have you heard people say how good blueberries are? Well, one of the reasons is that it's very good for the brain. It helps support memory, learning, and cognitive function. So you get your wild-crafted blueberry in here. It also has phosphatidylserine. This ingredient, phosphatidylserine, the brain is mostly fat-based. So what phosphatidylserine does is it helps supports the protection for the brain. We talk about it like being like a blanket for the brain. And it reduces the effects of sugar and cortisol on the brain and helps reduce inflammation around the brain cells. So it helps your brain cells to communicate better. So when I say we have loaded Memory Renew, this is like a super formula just for the brain. And I can't think of anything more important than helping to support a healthy brain. It has UMP, which is a compound that's actually found in breast milk. And the ingredient helps support neurotransmitters like dopamine and acetylcholine. So important for helping us to feel good and vibrant and happy. It also has pregnenolone. Pregnenolone it's the key brain hormone. We talk about pregnenolone like it's the mother hormone. It helps us translate things into testosterone, which becomes DHEA. And all of these things are defenders of brain cellular health. It also has vipositin, which supports blood flow to the brain, helps get more oxygen and nutrients to the brain. So this is a comprehensive brain health product. So yes, if you're feeling like you walk into a room and you're going, what was that I was thinking? Definitely, I would suggest trying Memory Renew. But again, it's for overall brain health. And this is something that you can take daily to help support brain health. And again, this is 60 capsules. You take 2 per day. The ingredients and the instructions are always on the label. If you need to take it with food or without food, it will always tell you here. So this just says take 2, preferably early in the day. And that's it. So you can take 2 together. You can take 1 in the morning. You can take 1 late. It's up to you. If it's specific, it will always let you know. And again, if you buy anything worth $59.99 at SuzanneSummers.com, you are going to receive a free bottle of Joint Ease to help support healthy cartilage levels and help support ease and comfort in your joints. And oh my God, I love that product. I'm looking in between supplements. I'm going to pop in here and answer some of your questions or comments. And then of course at the end, I will answer as many of your questions as I can. We are talking about problem solvers today, problem solving supplements. And you know, some supplements we take for overall health and wellness. Some we take for prevention. Christy wants to know the capsule size. Yes, for Memory Renew, I will show you. It's a tablet. So this is 2 per day, Memory Renew. I'll show you my finger now. 2 per day. It's a wonderful product to help support overall cognition. Okay, so problem solvers. Like I said, we have some things that we take for overall prevention, just to support our health and wellness and our immune system. Those are things like our multivitamin. Those are things, the antioxidants that we take. This collection of supplements is more about if you have a certain issue, how this can help that. Like we were saying, this one is specific to the brain. I'm going to talk now about Dopa Renew. So Dopa Renew, this is a really interesting product because, you know, dopamine is a neurotransmitter. So of course we want healthy levels of dopamine because that's what makes us feel excited and happy. When our dopamine is dipping, when that neurotransmitter is dipping, we might be reaching for things to help get an artificial boost in dopamine. So what kind of, you can tell me, what do you do when you need a little, you need a little hit? Is it caffeine? For me, it is definitely caffeine. Is it sugar? For some of you, it might be sugar. It might be chocolate. It might be, salty, snacky foods. For other people, it might be shopping. Suzanne, when she was young and hadn't, had all of her therapy yet, she said, I used to shop when I couldn't afford it. But she said in that moment when I would say, I'll take it, that's the dopamine hit that we're talking about. It was that moment of that pleasure. For some people, it's gambling. There are all kinds of things that we do that aren't very healthy for us to help get that artificial dopamine hit. Shopping, yeah. Nurse Susan Elizabeth said shopping. For me, it's always caffeine. That is my artificial stimulant. Well, Dopa Renew is a supplement that you can take that helps support cognitive function. So it can help give you that boost of helping support your dopamine levels. So maybe it will help you to back off some of those vices that aren't as good for you. It's like caffeine or junk food or, hi Cheryl, I'm trying to figure out what your question was. Sorry, I missed it, but I'm seeing you now. So anyway, this product helps us sustain healthy dopamine levels. So maybe that will help you to get off some of those vices. I love my Dopa Renew for that reason. What would be best for early onset of dementia or memory loss? Rose, anything that's a medical issue, I have to just tell you to check with your doctor. I would certainly talk with your doctor about adding Memory Renew and ask your doctor if the nutrients that we have loaded into this comprehensive brain health product could be helpful to you. Anything in the supplement world, guys, we are always talking about prevention. We can't cure or treat or heal any issues with supplements, and we can never say that they do that. So what we're looking at with supplements is helping to support our health so that as the normal process of aging happens and as certain nutrients begin to decline in our bodies, we can help to support by bringing those back up to the levels where they were in our prime. So I would definitely ask your doctor about Memory Renew and if that could be helpful for you. Would Dopa Renew improve energy? When you have healthy neurotransmitters, it makes you feel better. Is it technically energy? I don't think so. But I know when you don't have a full support of healthy neurotransmitters, you can very commonly feel quite blue or quite agitated. So that is where having healthy neurotransmitter productions just makes us feel stable and content and happy. So Rose said, so Memory Renew, I don't see doctors. Well, then if you're going to be your own doctor, I'm going to say, my recommendation to help support overall brain health is Memory Renew. And I do recommend that you check with a doctor. Okay, we are moving on to our next product that is a problem solver for us. And don't forget, guys, Joint Ease is our free gift today. So this is our free gift, Joint Ease. It is a wonderful supplement. It is $59.99 retail value, and you get this free with any purchase of $59.99 or more at SuzanneSummers.com. I'm telling you, I cannot live without my Joint Ease. I take this product every single day. I like to be active. I like to feel good. I don't like waking up and feeling like my hands are stiff or my elbows get tight. I don't like feeling like my knees or my hips are achy. And for me, that discomfort comes from the cartilage not being at its prime. Joint Ease helps to support healthy cartilage. It is a wonderful mix of herbs. It is Chinese skullcap extract, white mulberry extract, and Kutch tree extract. It sounds to me like a medicine woman went out into nature and gathered a bunch of wonderful things and ground them up into a formula. And I'm telling you, when I take this, I do not feel achiness in my joints. When I forget to take it, I get a little stiff. So for me, this really helps support the healthy cartilage between the bones, which for me can get achy if I don't have something to support it. So that's our free gift today. When I was talking to Jill and we were coming up with shows for today, she said, we did a free gift of Joint Ease earlier this year in January. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to do it again. I so believe in this product, and I know a lot of you who watch the show talk about having achy joints, and it's not something that feels good, which is why I thought this would be a great universal gift for today. Let's talk about Liver Renew. The multivitamin, I believe by the end of the month. Jill, if you can give me an update on multivitamin. Yes, terrific. Okay, so we have the next batch of Grow Back, which is coming in this week. You guys have been blowing through Grow Back, and I'm checking on the multivitamin. But first we're going to talk about Liver Renew, because when you want to have some problem solvers in your life. Detoxifying the liver daily is such a great idea. You know, our liver is responsible for cleaning our blood, and we can never give the liver enough support. I've been so impressed with the quality and completeness of Suzanne Summer supplement line. Absolutely. Restore Life formulas. When we developed this line, Suzanne said, I want my customers to get the same quality that I take myself. I want them to have the same products that I take and that my family takes. So that's why we went with this very, very high quality formula. For purity, for potency, for the scientific advisory board that gives us all the incredible studies about how wonderful these products are. That's why we have Restore Life Formulas as our manufacturer. I think it's the best supplement manufacturer in the country. The ingredients are sourced from only places that are incredibly trustworthy. We source from the United States, we source from Europe, we source from Japan. We don't source any of the ingredients from China or places that would be questionable in terms of quality and potency. So when I say this is Chinese skull cap in the joint ease, that's not coming from China. It is a root. That's the joint ease. So Liver Renew. You guys know we're under an incredible environmental assault. There are 84,000 known industrial chemicals in the United States alone. And the liver is the body's detox system, constantly trying to filter out those toxins. We get the toxins in our food, we get them in our cleaning supplies, we get them in the air, we get them from all the VOCs flying around. So, you know, we have so many products where we talk about reducing that toxic burden. Even with reducing, even trying to eat organic, even with using Wellness Air as an air purifier, even with using clean household cleaning products, clean cosmetics, clean skincare, hair care, body care, we are still getting so many toxins. So what we have in this is milk thistle. And milk thistle helps promote liver health. It optimizes liver function. And this is to be used for safe and effective daily liver support. Now, if you're drinking, do you want to add Liver Renew? Absolutely. But it's not the only time you're going to add Liver Renew. You don't just need this when you're drinking or just to help with a hangover. This is for daily detox of the liver. And it is so important to keep our livers healthy. So just one capsule a day. It's small. It's a very easy supplement to take. And I highly recommend that you add that one. No, I did not feel the earthquake here in LA. My sister felt it in San Diego. My grandfather from Finland always went to the herb lady up the road. I remember him even using poultice. Absolutely. I mean, listen, those medicine women, they know where it's at. Okay, we are going to talk next about legs. Sexy leg renew. I mean, no one had sexier legs than Suzanne Summers. That woman had amazing legs. And Sexy Leg Renew is a product that she learned about in Europe. And in Europe, this product it's actually a prescription. But in America, this can be sold over the counter. And it's made from Diosmin 95, which is orange peel extract. And what this does is it helps support the health of your veins. And why is that important? Well, when our veins lose their elasticity, a lot of times you can see when you're looking at your legs, a discoloration in the veins. So no one likes the way that looks. None of us like to see discolored veins through the skin. It's not very attractive. But it could be signifying a bigger issue, which could mean that if you're losing that vein, if you have vein insufficiency, losing that elasticity, what happens when the blood goes down to your extremities, it may have a hard time pumping that blood back up to the heart. So what happens with those stretched out veins is that you get pooling of blood in your legs, in your ankles, in your feet. And that really starts to get uncomfortable. So this is when you might get swelling in your legs and your ankles. This can happen, if you're, you go to a wedding and you're out there dancing and you take off your shoes because you're having so much fun. And then what happens? You can't get your shoes back on at the end of the night. Am I right? It's because if your veins don't have their full elasticity, what happens is that blood starts pooling. It might happen to you when you travel. Your ankles get swollen. We call it cankles, when your ankles start looking like the size of your calf. And this is a vein insufficiency. So Diosmin 95, which is what you find in Sexy Leg Renew, helps support the elasticity of those veins. And when you get that swelling or puddling, if you're somebody who works on your feet all day, if you are, a flight attendant, or you work retail, or you work at a restaurant, any of those jobs where you're on your feet for long periods, it can be very difficult to have your feet and your ankles feel good all day. Sexy Leg Renew. I will never travel without this product, because you definitely want this when you're on a plane. But this helps to support healthy veins, and those veins help to make sure you're not getting that swelling. So that's why this is so important. Of course, a hospital, if you are in a hospital, Nurse Susan Elizabeth, this is definitely a wonderful product. You guys are tireless. So again, helps support healthy veins, helps with the elasticity of the veins, and it helps improve the appearance of those unsightly veins. So you're getting a lot of appreciation for nurses out there, some of the hardest working people on the planet. Hi, Carol Roberts. Don't forget, you guys, if you just joined us, our free gift today is Joint Ease. Joint Ease is a $59.99 retail value. And if you buy anything at SuzanneSummers.com for $59.99 or more, you're going to get this as a free gift. Helps support healthy joints, helps support the cartilage between your bones. And that is, for many of us, the difference between feeling like we have full range of motion, feeling like our shoulders are fluid, our elbows feel good, our hands feel good, our knees, our hips. Joints, if your joints are achy, you've got a lot of reason to say, I'm not going to get out and move today. We really must get out and move. You feel so much better. Absolutely. Gail got her rain scent in her Suzanne Selects box. Isn't it wonderful? She loves it. I'm so happy. What if you already have veins in the bottom of your legs? Tammy, talk to your doctor. Again, this might be something that can help support whatever issue you're having with your veins. If it's something more serious, you can talk to your doctor about that. But this is your first step, and it's a wonderful way to help support healthy veins. All right, what are we talking about next? Ocular Renew. Let's talk about the eyes. We're talking about problem solvers today, guys. So today we are talking about supplements that help support a specific part of the body. So let's talk about the eyes. And Ocular Renew. This is a comprehensive product for ocular nutrition. It has saffron in it, which helps support vision and retinal function. It has astaxanthin, which helps support visual sharpness and eye health. And it has cyanidin-3 glucoside, which comes from European black currant extract and encourages the regeneration of rhodopsin. So what does all of this mean for us? I will tell you that there are certain things in eye health that we are not able to fix once they've already gone past where we want it to be. Blue light is super damaging for the eyes, and a lot of us, we're like this with our screens, and we're getting too much blue light and we don't have enough protection. What's happening with that is that, sorry, I have to turn this around. What's happening with blue light is that macular degeneration, which is something that really we used to find affecting older people, is now starting to affect younger generations. And it was almost unheard of to hear about this with teenagers or people in their 20s getting macular degeneration. Suzanne's mother had macular degeneration. It is genetic, so she was always concerned about it. Because with macular degeneration, what happens is that you start to lose your vision from the center, and then as it progresses, you lose more and more of your vision, so you only have peripheral vision. And Suzanne's mom, she was so sweet. But Grammy she worked around this disability quite well, but she would sometimes get very close to you before she realized who you were. And Suzanne always wanted to make sure that she was protecting against this. So this product, where did she go? Ocular Renew. Oh, it's right here. Ocular Renew. This is loaded with the exact ingredients that help to prevent that issue. And it helps to protect against blue light. I was at my optometrist. I go every year and I have all my eye tests done. And she said, you really want to make sure that you are taking, and she listed all the things that I should be taking. And I pulled out the ingredient list for this and I showed it to her. And she said, that is exactly what you need to take. So this is formulated based on the clinical studies that show what we can do to help support the nutrients that we need and to help support our eyes. This is a very easy product to take. It's one a day, one soft gel. And I highly recommend you add this to help prevent against the damage that we're getting from blue light. All right, still going here. Guess what we have next? Nasal Renew. This is an incredible supplement. How many of you have tried Nasal Renew and had incredible results with Nasal Renew? So Nasal Renew, really interestingly, is actually a probiotic. And it is a probiotic that's specifically designed, you guys, the toothpaste will be back at the end of the month, just like 3 more weeks. So Nasal Renew is a probiotic. And what this does is it is designed to help improve the microbiome in your nasal cavity. Now, who had any idea that we had a microbiome in our nasal cavity? But we do. And just like the gut, we have good bacteria and bad bacteria. And if you have too much bad bacteria in your nasal cavity, what you might be finding is that you'll end up, something blows in the wind and all of a sudden you're getting drippy, watery eyes or a drippy, watery nose. Nasal Renew helps to support the good bacteria in that nasal cavity so that you can tolerate more of those seasonal issues. Alan Hamill, you guys have seen him when he's red and drippy and watery, and I'm telling you, this has been such a game changer for him. This says take 1 capsule daily. You can take more than that if you need it. You can take it as needed. Are there any good supplements for seasonal allergies to avoid? Yes, to avoid some of the other try Nasal Renew. Some people feel relief within, 20 to 30 minutes. So again, we can't guarantee results for you. Christina said, these are my most favorite products. Thank you. This product, if you are someone who experienced drippy, watery eyes or a drippy, runny nose, if you get around new flora or fauna and all of a sudden you just start feeling your eyes get itchy and watery, try Nasal Renew. Again, it's a probiotic specifically designed for the nasal cavity. Helps inhibit eye and nose discomfort, helps positively affect your airways, helps support healthy eye and skin comfort. And it's the only supplement formula that combines both of these probiotics. One is called Epicor and one is called L92, and really helps to support some of those seasonal issues that you might be dealing with. I love that product. It feels to me like a breakthrough. My husband has always suffered from sneezy, watery, drippy, honking, blowing his nose to the point where he would honk like a duck. Not anymore. Thank you for all the info on these products. I'm buying the Nasal Renew for my mom's drippy nose. It helps her. Dawn, please report back. I'd love to know how that helps her. And remember, if you're ordering things today, your free gift is Joint Ease. Joint Ease is a $59.99 retail value, and this is your free gift when you order anything of the same value at SuzanneSummers.com today. Becky said, I use Nasal Renew and I do notice a big difference when I use that. That's awesome. Alicia said, it definitely works. I made that and I have 2 Wellis Air units. It's made a big difference for me. Amazing, Alicia. You know, we're always trying to give you guys numerous ways to combat an issue, whether it's lowering your toxicity or helping with your allergies, or, you know, there are so many ways that we can manage symptoms. And at SuzanneSummers.com, the way that we're trying to help you manage these symptoms is getting to the root of the problem. You know, we're trying not to give you, you know, the Band-Aid where you're just dealing with a symptom but not ever figuring out what the root is. So we try to help with skincare and hair care and body care and cosmetics, all of those things that we are trying to do to help you, again, get to the root of where your issue might be coming from and help support it with healthy, clean products for wellness. The multivitamin, Jill, do you have a note for me on when our multivitamin is coming back in stock? Jill. Waiting to hear back from Jill. Okay, we're talking about problem solvers today. Oh, multivitamin should be ready this week, guys. This week. Thanks, Jill. I couldn't do what I do without Jill, so thank you. Nancy said, the Nasal Renew works great. I'm in Boston with allergies. Thank you, Nancy. It's always helpful for you guys to talk about your experience because, you know, I work here. These are the products that I know them really well. I helped develop most of these products, and a lot of these were things that Suzanne asked for, and then, you know, we go out and find the best version. But you guys are you're the ones who can explain to other people best how and why these products work for you. Because we're, you know, as a buyer, we're always skeptical. You hear someone saying like, oh, this is so great, or that is so great. It's like, yeah, it's all great. Well, none of us are made of money. So you want to make sure that if you were investing in a product, that it's actually going to have some benefit in your life. And it's really helpful for people to hear your comments. So I appreciate you chiming in. Let's talk about Calm Renew. Calm Renew. This is a wonderful supplement to help if you're feeling a little stressed, if you've got a lot on your plate. You know, most of us do. If you find that it's hard to relax and wind down, this is Calm Renew. It's one of our best-selling supplements because it provides a natural way just to help you relax. Just going back for 1 second, Nancy said, my husband has had great results from Nasal Renew. I never let my supply run out. Amazing. So Calm Renew. This is made with L-theanine, which is an amino acid that's found in green tea. And it helps to create that calming effect without drowsiness. So Calm Renew is something you can take during the day or you can take it at night. It also has lemon balm, which is an herb. Lemon balm is in the mint family, has calming effects, helps promote relaxation. So this is a wonderful way just to take the edge off. If you during the day need something but you don't want anything to make you drowsy, this is where we recommend Calm Renew. If you're taking this at night, you could combine it with your Sleep Renew. And this is going to give you the relaxing agents as well as the melatonin, which will help you sleep. So I love taking these together. Calm Renew. Small, easy, wonderful supplement. Not going to have any side effects with Calm Renew. And then let's talk about Sleep Renew, because a lot of us are not sleeping. The difference between our Sleep Renew, our melatonin, and others that you might find on the market is that this is time released. So this melatonin is going to help you fall asleep faster. It's going to help you stay asleep longer, and it's going to help sustain your sleep throughout the night. Xandra said, my Calm and Sleep Renew is on the way. I can't live without it. This is a wonderful, wonderful product. You can start with one of these. If one is not enough, you can up it to 2. You can up it to 3 if you need to. You take what you need to help to give your body the hormone that your body is supposed to naturally make to help you go to sleep, which is melatonin. As when we're kids, we make plenty of melatonin, and so it helps us to sleep. But as we get older, there are things that can disrupt that process. And if you're finding it difficult to sleep, I highly recommend you try this time-released melatonin. It's called Sleep Renew. Suzanne knew stuff about sleep. This was one of the first supplements that we came out with. And also, if you're traveling, jet lag can really just be brutal. This is a way to help regulate your sleep cycles when you are traveling. If you're in a different time zone and you're thinking, oh, I'm supposed to be asleep right now, and now I'm awake and it's the middle of the night, and then it starts with that stress that we get in our heads, this is a great thing to take to start regulating yourself. Helps with falling asleep faster and staying asleep longer. There was a study done in 2014 with this formula. 35% of participants reported getting, when they did a sleep study in 2014, there were 35% of participants who said they were getting less than 6 hours of sleep a night. You guys, your sleep is when all of your restorative processes happen in the body. This is when your hormones restore. This is when all the renewing things in your body happen. So if you are not getting a full night's sleep, your body is missing out on all of that restoration that happens during the night. And if you're using a pharmaceutical product to help you sleep, it's very interesting because those products, they don't actually put you into your deep sleep. They actually put you into a suspended state. So your eyes are closed and you are sleeping, but you don't get into the deep sleep cycle, which is where those restorative processes happen. So you wake up in the morning and you might feel rested because it's like, okay, I was able to sleep through the night. But internally, all of that restoration that happens with proper deep sleep does not happen when you're in a suspended state. So try this, try Sleep Renew, and see if that is a solution for you. It certainly has been for thousands and thousands of you out here. And don't forget, when you order today, you get a free joint ease with any purchase of $59.99 or more at SuzanneSummers.com. This is an herbal formula that helps to support healthy cartilage, helps to support that ease and comfort that we're looking for in our joints. You guys, questions, comments. I've talked a lot. I'm just gonna sip my coffee and enjoy my flowers for a little bit and chat with you guys. Oh, it's almost time to go. Sweet peas. We love spring. Gail is trying to answer someone's customer service question. That's helpful. Thank you, Gail. I didn't see what the question is. But I always appreciate, there's so many of you who are so helpful to our customers, and I appreciate that. What is in the Sleep Renew? I take a Walmart sleep aid, and I know it's not healthy. Our Sleep Renew has melatonin in it, but it is a time-released melatonin. A lot of you have been asking about the shampoo and conditioner and the pricing on that. I am going to look into it. I was not aware that pricing had changed on this product, so I will look into it, guys. Every now and then we get, some new component or formula change, and if our costs increase, every now and then we have to increase our prices, but we always try to keep them as low as possible. I know products can get expensive, especially when you buy a number of different products for us. And it is why we're always trying to give you as many discounts as we can to help with the cost. So, today we have a $59.99 free gift with purchase. We often do 25% or 30% discounts. Franca, today the free gift is the promotion. So the promotion today is Joint Ease. It's a $59.99 retail value, and you get that free with any purchase of the same price. Marianne said the Sleep Renew has not been effective for her. How many are you taking, Marianne? Because you can take more than one. Suzanne took quite a bit of melatonin to help her sleep. I love the Gut Renew gummies. They've helped my stomach. I never had any issues until my 60s. Just a couple of years ago, I'm so happy that that's helping you. That's wonderful. Robin said, thank you for providing such great info. It's nice to feel confident in the quality of the ingredients. Thank you. We certainly have spent the money to have high quality ingredients, and we feel really good about that. You have a lot of choices when it comes to supplements, but it can be a very confusing market. What do you take? What's best? They are not all created equal. The purity and potency and the integrity of the ingredients makes all the difference. So if we are putting a supplement out for you, it's because we want to help. We want to help you with a certain issue in your life, and we want you to be able to find a solution that is more natural and more preventative in nature. So thanks for joining us today, you guys. It's always a pleasure to be with you. Don't forget to wish our beautiful Daisy Hamill-Bufa a happy birthday. Today is a big birthday for Daisy. We will be celebrating all week, and make sure you reach out to her. Thanks, everyone. Take care.